Animating this was a really slow process, even slower than usual. I got as low as 1 second of footage per hour of work, which is less than half what I usually manage. Run cycles always take a while, but I also had to animate the camera for pretty much every single frame of this video. Whenever Samus is running or jumping over anything, that means I also have to take an extra frame for rig removal. Every time I shot a frame, I had to shoot an additional frame of just the clean background, no characters or rigs or anything. That way, I can erase the rig so just the background shows through. I have a lot of different camera mounts here. Usually I just use a basic tripod, but for this I had to use a C-stand, a slider rail, and a macro slider. I've never used so many different camera mounts in a single shot before. For quick lighting effects, I usually use a flashlight with a bit of a Ziploc baggie stuck to the end and I color it with Sharpie. Usually I just hold the flashlight off camera, but sometimes I have to attach it to some kind of rig to make sure it stays in the exact same spot for several frames. This set is mostly composed of parts I used for previous sets. You'll see the bridge, the cave walls, the temple wall, and some rubble from the sky below. See these square shapes I used in Red Rescue. Here's the background I used in my Super Metroid Samus vs. Mother Brain video. The only thing I don't have is a good illuminated backdrop for Ridley. I have these lights here. Use these both for the sky below and most projects, really. So you can get a nice silhouette like that, but the white is kind of boring, so I'd like a different color. You can get piles of excess styrofoam from pretty much any furniture store. They'll just give it to you for free. They're going to throw it away anyway. Okay, so there are two ways to cut styrofoam, and neither is exactly easy. First, you could use a craft knife or something like this, but that'll get crumbs everywhere and they stick to everything, so that's not ideal. And second, you could use a hot knife or a foam cutter. You can get these on Amazon or from Walmart for pretty cheap. The fumes are awful, but at least you don't get crumbs everywhere. So make sure you do it somewhere ventilated, like outside, or in a basement with like a proper extraction fan or something like that. Okay, now the frame did break a little bit, but I prepared for that. I sort of double layered it. You'll notice I was wearing gloves when I was working on this. For one thing, that thing is really hot. For another though, these little fibers here, sometimes they can act as splinters and like poke through your skin and stick there, and it's awful and I hate it. I have all this leftover red paper from a project I did in college called The Night the Feather Came Down. It's a little bit crumpled now, but it should work fine. You could also see it used in Variasuit Acquired. I like the way it diffuses light, but still remains illuminated. Okay, got it all set up here. There's a light behind it already. I'm about to turn off this main light so we can see how it looks. That is quite nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Did you notice how the Metroid melted a little bit after Samus shot it? Turns out if you want a melting ice effect, you can just use ice. And one final thing, this was a ridiculously complicated shot, so I did a quick run-through first, using just photographs of all the key moments and poses. I ended up adding a few seconds though. I wanted some more action, so I made her kill a Metroid before the camera sweeps around to reveal Ridley. Alright, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed it, or, hope you watched it. That's becoming increasingly rare these days. I got some more real stop-motion stuff coming up soon though, so I hope you're looking forward to that. Thank you to my Patreons, thank you for watching, and farewell.